What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I thought today we were going to get another sneak peek. However, it is not. We're getting an update for the upcoming live stream, which is cool, right? We'll get to find out what's actually going to be entailed in this update, what's actually going to be coming. Are we going to get any new characters? Which looks like we're probably not, which is fine with me. That doesn't bother me at all. I mean, if we're getting old characters reworked and getting new uniforms for them, and they're actually going to be awesome, that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me in the least. Greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment, Marvel Future 5. It's time to find out about the main contents of the upcoming March update, and I really hope we do get some kind of new content. I know we kind of been focusing on characters a lot lately, but I really want some new content. I want some different things to play. It honestly gets old talking about Null all the damn time, so it'd be nice to have a different World Boss Legend or some kind of other content that we can chat about. And be sure to join the March Update live stream through YouTube and Facebook. Unfortunately, I won't be there the times that this is going to be available and the date. I'm actually going to be working, so I'm actually going to be watching this a bit late. And then we have the artwork for Jessica and Luke Cage. And I think a lot of people feel some kind of way about this. I've already went through those comments. I'm not going to go through them right now. People are pretty upset. And you know what? I got to say, they look a little strange, to say the least. Jessica, I don't know. It looks like they kind of, I don't know, guys. Like, let me know what you think in the comments. I feel like Luke Cage, his head looks kind of big and his hands are big, which is cool. But I thought he'd be a little bit more hoss. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he'd be a little bit bigger. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Jessica looks, pretty stocky, actually, standing next to him. I mean, if you look at them in the comics, there's a stark difference between the size of these characters. And then, and I know I'm nitpicking, right? But when it comes to Netmarble, we always expect excellent artwork. We always expect it because they usually knock it out of the park. And I feel like they kind of didn't. I like her uniform. I think that looks awesome. Power Woman. I think it looks awesome. I like the suit on Luke Cage. The beard's cool. I like Jessica's earrings there. It looks nice. But they look kind of like they rushed the artwork for them quite a bit. Especially for Jessica, it looks like they rushed the artwork a little bit trying to get this out. It doesn't look like there's something that they planned. But let me know in the comments what you all think. I'm still excited for this update. Maybe when the characters show up in the game, I'm going to change my tune and be like, man, she looks awesome. Man, Luke Cage is freaking awesome, right? Which I hopefully is what I will be saying. But today we're going to talk about the issue at hand, and that is ABX. And I told you all, whenever Combat Hero Day was going to come back around, I was going to test out X23. And I can tell you guys, she is a meta. She is a meta for ABX. Absolutely. I did quite a few runs with just Valkyrie alone, and with X23 switching, alternating between their awakened skills back and forth, just like what we do on Speed Villain Day, right? With Mystique and Hawkeye, right? It's the same thing. You're just going back and forth, or Bullseye, I'm sorry. You're just going back and forth, back and forth. And the beautiful thing about X23 is we talked about 20 million times is the fact that she is easy to play. As far as the builds on my characters, I would just quickly run through them. Valkyrie has 36,000 physical attack. She has max crit rate, 189 critical damage, max defense, max cooldown, max dodge. I do have 66% physical attack on my cards. And Valkyrie doesn't have any Odin's Blessings. And that's something you're going to notice in this run. There's no Odin's Blessings on any of these characters. Something to note is, since like a lot of us, including myself, are playing Null all the time, we never get Odin's Blessings. So if we go into a different world boss and we play those to get those Odin's Blessings, well, then we lose out on the guaranteed CCF, right? It's kind of like Netmarble's little sneaky way to try to get us to buy those packs with Odin Blessings, which I'm not going to lie to you guys, I actually am considering it a little bit because I am ABX competitive, and having those Odin's Blessings really would help. But I have none on Valkyrie. She does have Mythic Urus on her, right? All of them are Mythic except for a couple critical damage, 1 crit rate. All of her skills are at 6. She has a fully awakened overdrive set. Power Banger Hawk would be better. And then she does have a CTB of Rage. And this really is the ideal obelisk for her. The thing about Valkyrie that I really can't stand is the fact that she has no guaranteed critical rate. And since she doesn't, the Rage is very unpredictable. You just never know when that damn thing's going to proc. There's a lot of RNG when you're playing this character. I love her. I think she's absolutely fantastic. But I honestly don't like playing her because I got to play with her with a freaking Rage if you really want her to be the most optimal. And I did upgrade her uniform to Mythic. The last time you guys saw this, it was at normal, and I got the extra dodge from Medusa. We got a little physical attack from She-Hulk, so I could definitely make her a little bit stronger there. Got some HP from Jean here, some extra dodge from Thor, which is awesome, and then some critical damage from White Fox. So I can still bump up that critical damage stat if I bump up White Fox. It's not maxed out stats by any means. And then She-Hulk, we're just using her for the 60%, 65% damage out to male types. And then X-23, she has 36,000 physical attack. So her physical attack is pretty much as Valkyrie's, which is crazy. She has a max attack speed, she has 58 crit rate, max critical damage, max ignore defense, max skill cooldown. And I do have mythic physical attack Urus on her, and then I got 5-star crit rate Urus on her. In all honesty, guys, she would be a lot better with a rage, especially for ABX, because she does have this guaranteed critical rate. This would make all the difference, and she's got the critical damage bump, so it's easy to max out her stats with a rage. She's just going to do more damage in there with it. You don't have to worry about timing your proc, and really with the way this character plays, it's going to be easy keeping the proc where it belongs, because unlike Valkyrie, the fact that X-23 has the guaranteed critical rate, she just procs the rage quite often. But in this run, she isn't using it. I do have a fully awakened Power of Angry Hawk set. The last time you saw her, I had a stage 6 Power of Angry Hawk set, so I do have her built up quite a bit. And then she's using a CTP of energy, which I do think is a great obelisk. Obviously, against Null, this thing is actually going to be better. But X-23 isn't really a character that you're going to use against Null. In all honesty, there's a lot better characters that you would rather use. And then we have her uniform at Legendary. I still need to get bios for this character, so unfortunately, it is what it is. She's just going to remain at Legendary. And as far as her uniform options, we have some movement speed from the first uniform. The first one doesn't really matter, but if I do put a rage, I'll put dodge on this thing. Then we got some physical attack from Yelena. And then we got some ignore defense from Star-Lord. And then we could also get some dodge from Mysterio. This is another reason I just really want to leave a CTP of energy on her, because if I do put a rage, I'm going to have to level up all these other uniforms to get the max dodge. And I really don't want to do that. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So let's jump into the action and let's rock and roll. One of the most important things you need to do is start off with X-23. That way, whenever the timer comes around and you need to cancel the beast's roar, you'll have Valkyrie because she has the silence. And it's just 3, awaken skill 5 for X-23 as soon as the X shows up. Switch to Valkyrie, then hit her 3 and then her awaken skill. And then whenever the slashes start, hit your 5 to get your attack buff. Wait for the Pegasi to come back in. And then depending on where the proc is, if you don't have any time left on your proc, go ahead and use the 2nd and 1 skill and then the 3-4. If you do have about 2-3 seconds left on the proc, go ahead and just hit the 4th skill. So we're just going to wait. We're going to hit the 3, awaken skill 5. There we go. And it's just really easy, honestly, with X-23. I almost hate to take the CTP of energy off of her because I really prefer playing with procs. I never have liked the rage. But, I mean, in all honesty, on X-23, the rage would be really good. She does have the guaranteed critical rate. So on her, it'd actually be really good. Something to note also is the paralyze that she has sometimes can stall the beast. Sometimes he won't jump in the middle to where you have to cancel his roar at the exact same times. Normally he does it 2 minutes to 8 seconds. He does it at minute 20, and he'll do it at 35 seconds. But sometimes her paralysis will throw things off. And if you get the paralysis right off and you go into your iframe on your 5th skill, he'll just kind of sit there a lot of times, and it might be a little bit later. I've had runs where I would do the cancel the beast roar at like 2 minutes and 1 second, something like that, instead of 2 minutes and 8 seconds because of that. So that's something to keep in mind. You know, sometimes whenever you use an X-23, she just kind of stalls them. I mean, look, guys, we already hit 3.1 million halfway. So it's very possible for me to hit 6 million on a really, really good run with having no Odin's Blessings and having 66% physical attack. Now, something to note about Valkyrie, she has silence on her awaken skill and her 2nd skill. So if your awaken skill is ready and the beast is getting ready to roar, go ahead and hit your 3 for your damage accumulation, then your awaken skill, and you'll silence the beast. If you don't have the awaken skill, just hit the 2nd skill to cancel his roar. And if you time X-23 perfectly, and it's really difficult with a CTP of energy, but with the rage it's going to be much easier. But whenever you do the 4th skill, she goes into like a small little iframe after she does the 4th skill. Like she'll do an iframe, then she comes out of it, and then she goes back into one. And when she goes back into it, hurry up and go into the 3 and the 5, and you'll actually squeeze out a little bit more damage when you're running with the CTP of energy, and obviously you're going to do it with the rage as well. So my Awaken skill is erased, so we're just going to use the Sega skill, cancel the roar, switch to X23. And this is the idea. You really just want to use their Awaken skills as often as possible. There we go, there we go. And I'm telling you guys, if you time that 4 and the 3-5 correctly with X23, you can squeeze out a little more damage. One big advantage to having the rage on X23 is you're going to get more damage from using her other skills. You can tie them all together while that proc is engaged. That does make a difference. It would make a big difference. I probably would have hit over 6 million if I'd had a rage on her, in all honesty. So we were able to hit 5.6 million. Not too shabby if you ask me. So let me know how you're all feeling about Jessica and Luke Cage and the update that's coming in the V690 update. And let me know what kind of scores you're getting with X23 and Valkyrie. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.